everybody, welcome back, and today is a longer video again because this is the first out of the mini series of a one floor plan and 4 houses. So last time was a really speedy video because I didn't like this house was actually pretty hard in the beginning. Like I think I did this house, like the modern version, like this video in particular, I did it in 6 or 7 recordings because I got distracted a lot and I didn't feel it all the time. So it took me quite a lot, but in here you see me plan out what everything was gonna be, which is actually a tiny part of the last video. If it makes sense, because all your bathrooms and your kitchen is in the same place. If you buy a house, like you're generally not gonna replace like a full room and make a kitchen like a living room and a living room kitchen. Like that's generally not what you do. I don't know what place on earth you live in that would be normal, but I guess it could be like in a weird place. To me it could be a weird place. If you have that, like if you guys do that, let me know, because sorry if I said something really bad. So here you see me start off with the kitchen because I like doing kitchens. So as I said, this is a modern house. People start living in here and like it's a general family home, okay? So you will see that there are some less modern features to the house and some, like the rest is very modern because it's a big house. Like these people have money. Like you don't normally buy a house this big, at least again from where I live. Like you have made it if you got such a big house like that. Like you have some proper money. You did your thing, like you got a steady job, you could buy a house that big. Like it's a good thing. Like you are adulting very well. So yeah, because I believe this has 3 bathrooms, 1, 2, 3, yeah, 1 kitchen, 2 to 3 bedrooms, like depends on how you do the house, 1 or 2 offices, depends on how you make the house. Like you can switch up the office with a bedroom. And you can, of course, like I have 1 room that's more of a welcome room, which is very fancy. But yeah, you can use that and turn it into anything. But these people have money. Like they have rich friends and like go crazy. So yeah, you see me finish up the kitchen. I think the kitchen turned out pretty okay. And this is the office area. Like I imagined that there were people living here that love working from house. Like you can be a designer, you can be a programming kind of guy, although I don't think you would have such fancy house, but it's possible. Like you could be a perfect designer. Like it makes sense, right, that you're a modern house because you're a designer and everything needs to be pretty. Like it's possible. Like it isn't the weirdest thing, right? So yeah, just putting down some clutter because I still wanted it to be housey. Like I didn't want that slick, like what you see in those when they want to sell you a house type of perfectness. I didn't want to go for that. Like I wanted a functional house with some clutter, like little painting. It's not a painting, but you know the picture, like you see a kid's team, right? So it's still a family that lives here, but it has just a very specific taste. And here we come to the first bathroom. We've got a couple more of those, but this one is quite tiny, and that's like the thing that I love most about it, because still it is a house that you buy and it can always not be so convenient. Like you can have these layered little nooks and stuff and everything, and it can be really annoying, but yeah, you gotta deal, right? So here I turned this place into a waiting area. Like if you got some friends, like it wouldn't be necessarily be a waiting area. Like you can chill in here, right? Okay, if you hear this noise outside, I'm very sorry. I don't know how well it comes into the mic, but I hope you don't hear it. It's really annoying from my point of view, at least. So yeah, like this, again, this was a place that I wanted to imagine, like you can hang with some friends, you can like if you're not done yet with dinner or you're not done with this or that, you can just put people here, because you have the living room, like that's pretty big. But if you are just not ready, if you're still doing stuff where you need to get your place ready, you can put them in here, like enjoy yourself, get out of my way. Like that's that type of room. Or you just want to fancy reading a book, because you see I put a lot of shelves in there. Well, books, not shelves, but you know what I mean. So the living room is quite big, but again, a very inconvenient space actually. Like you can't be really sure where to put what, because you will have awkward open spaces, and that's again something I like about this house. Like it's realistic. Like sometimes houses can be really weird in their forms. Sorry, sip drink. But yeah, I thought let's just try to make the best out of it. Like they have another bookshelf, they have some lighting here and there, and I think I put something down like a stereo, because that's my one to go to thing. If I don't know what to place somewhere, I put a stereo in there. But in real life I do have a big stereo, so it doesn't make that not much sense. Like it does make sense in the end. So yeah, here I go to the upper level, and then I have the second bathroom, and I love this one also a lot because it again has such an awkward space. Like I was like, how did I design this house? Like if I wanted to have a perfect house, like that wouldn't be there. But I thought like we can work with this. And again, I may have explained it if you don't know it already. I love to have a repetitive theme of the bathrooms, of anything. Like if you have multiple kitchens, multiple bathrooms, I want them the same theme, because no one is gonna have 20,000 different things in one house. Like if you buy a house, like it's one of the same style. If you're gonna renovate it, you probably do the same styles, like, or do one bathroom at one time and the second bathroom at the other time. But you know what I mean, right? Like most likely you will have the same themes throughout your house. But that's my opinion. Like I could be totally wrong. You could always do different styles, but I think it gives a bit of peace to the house, like a bit of peace and quiet. You know what I mean? Maybe I don't make sense. That's very much possible. But yeah, this is the bathroom of the ensuite. This is the major bedroom, which is actually a lot of space, and I think there's very much potential to the other type of houses. Like I'm really excited to do the rest of the houses. I haven't built any of them yet. I think that's next on my schedule, together with like I believe I have to record 2 videos, 3 I think, to build a house videos, and one of this series, like one floor plan for houses. Like I think those 3 videos, but I'm gonna do like this house, like I'm gonna get this particular house, I'm gonna delete certain stuff, and then I'm gonna imagine like they live in here. So I'm gonna work room by room, change stuff up, like from the balconies to the fireplace. Like maybe they keep the fireplace and do something with it. Maybe they delete the fireplace and maybe I place a wall in it. Like I'm gonna go one by one, deleting stuff and redoing it. So I'm very excited on how that is gonna work out, because it can get so chaotic or it can be so realistic. I'm not sure. I can completely ruin the series. So if I did that, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. So what you see me do, the first bedroom is done, together with the outside area, and here we go to the teenager room, and I love this place so much, although I dislike everything from it. Like it sounds weird, but I dislike pink, I dislike white. Like I dislike white, which is weird because most of my builds do have a lot of white in them, but I don't want to have it okay, that's a lie, because I have a lot of white walls in my house. But I generally don't like playing in white houses. All of my furniture is black. My own furniture is not white, it's black. So I like highly contrasted, like that modern theme of like gray and white and black. Like that's my style. this is far gone from my style, but somehow I love doing this because I can imagine how a teenager girl would live in this, but it will never be like, this is like a grudge I hold, so I imagine everything I dislike I put in here, like the overly pink computer, the pink this, the pink that, like the white this, the white that, the overly picturey things, like stuff I don't like. But somehow this grudge made this room look quite okay. Quite okay. If you like this room, actually let me know, because I would like to make another grudge room like that. It's really weird. I'm so sorry. Sometimes I'm this weird. So yeah, I think I don't know what I did with this room. I'm gonna be completely honest. I think it's another I don't know the word. Office. Thank you. I think it's another office, like a hobby room. That's how I mostly call them. Just random stuff that your Sims can gain skills in. That's mostly in every build, larger build. You will see me make one of these rooms, but always styled to a specific theme. Like if the house is very rustic, I will make the room rustic. And this room is semi-modern, but because I imagine like you scoop a lot of stuff around your life and you get a lot of clutter and stuff you do like but doesn't really fit the house, just things you want to have, you know what I mean? Like that is that room. Like some people want a constant theme throughout the house, but you clutter so much that it isn't actually working that well. Oh wait, I'm already not making sense. And this is the master bathroom for everyone. Like it's not dedicated to one bedroom, and because it's so large, I think it turned out really cool, because I could add a lot of clutter and decorations and stuff, but I also thought it was more difficult because you had this weird awkward space in the middle, which in real life wouldn't be that awkward, but somehow it looked so awkward in this house, and I'm not sure why. But I think in the end, if you look now, it's okay, like it looks proper. And just doing the balconies how I like them, with a lot of green. And this room, I made a story behind it because I imagined like this is the attic, and because they got a lot of money, they are like the fit people and they need the sport, and the mom will love to do her yoga and stuff like that. So it's an additional study area, maybe because of the kid is like, I want to get away from my parents, and she's just gonna go up there. I can imagine the parents working out here, like just a very open space, but they actually didn't need it, so it's like, oh, we can make it this. And it's not really a yeah, it's usable, but like not a very used place for them, but they still kind of gave it that. Like we put that in there, but they don't really care that much. They don't come there very often. It's like just a general place they come. I feel like it never makes sense when I'm talking like this, but alright. So the outside is very streamlined. It's very pretty, like very straight on. Like they love their garden, but they're not obsessed with it. So they have like a couple of plants here and there, but it's not like overly done. I am planning on one of the builds will be very extra in their garden, but these people are like yeah, it's cool to have some stuff around, but I don't want to be bothered too much. And yeah, they just want to look at, like when you go sit there, it's pretty, but I don't want to have too much care for the garden, so it's just a basic garden, but still pretty enough to look at. And I'm planning, like when I do the classical Sims home, I'm hoping to make this place, like the garden, as extra as it could possibly get. Like I'm trying to get the idea in my head. I'm really trying to get there, and I hope the end result will be cool, but I'm not sure. I just really hope so. But yeah, just putting around some stuff in the garden so it doesn't look dead. But they don't use all of their stuff. Like you can clearly see that. You can clearly see the like, oh, we got a lot of space, right? But we're not gonna use it. Yeah, this is actually almost a finished build, and I think I do some finishing up, some lighting here and there. I also put something over the how do you call it, the seating area, you will see me. You'll see what I mean there. And again, like the Blue Paradise house, I again did a little bit of a shelter. I still need to look up the word, like the outside place where you put all of your garbage and stuff. Wait, I'm just gonna look it up. In Dutch it's called a schuur. Schuur. English. A shed. A barn. A shanty. A barn. A mow. A barrack. A shack. A shack. That's what I said, like. Well, a shed, apparently. Correct me if I'm wrong. Tell me the right word. But like, this is where they keep some of their stuff, like garbage and stuff they need to do. So they have an additional clothes, like for outside and this and that. But hey, I'm talking way too much. Here are the screenshots. Let me know what you think of this first house. The next house will be industrial, and I catch you all next Friday with a new episode of Building a House. Love you guys. See you next time.